back up in the Sierra. It has been far, far too long, over 4 months since I've last been up here. And there are currently snowy conditions. Not too bad for this time of the year, but enough to make me consider bringing my snowshoes. So I've packed my snowshoes on the outside of my pack, and it's rather warm, so we'll see how this is gonna go. I'm really not sure what to expect. You know, the snow looks pretty old, but it has that kind of hard crust on it. So I'm wondering how much I'm gonna actually need my snowshoes, but bringing them with me just in case. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and I am looking forward to this morning's hike. All right, I think I've got everything I need. Pack all packed up. Got my Gatorade, of course, for today. And because of the snowy conditions that I think I'm going to face, bringing my snowshoes. So I've got the boots on, and man, I'm real excited about this hike. Can't wait to get back on the trail. Let's go. So because of the winter conditions and the road closure ahead, I've had to park down at the bottom of the hill. And so I've got quite a bit of road walking up to the first lake. And then I'm gonna have to meander through a campground up to the trailhead that I'm going to. So a little bit of road walking, but shouldn't be too bad. So they've got these nice groomed trails here for the cross-country Nordic skiers. So I just got the spiel about staying off the trails, but she was nice and I was respectful about it, so I totally understand. And she was pointing me in the right direction, so all good with following the rules, as we all should, right? Even though there is quite a bit of road walking along this trail, the Groom Trail, it's still so beautiful. No place I'd rather be than right here. First campground I've come to, Pine City Campground. Gonna keep going on. Gosh, I'm starting to post hole up here. Snow's getting deep. But first campground, just coming up to Lake Mary, which is right over this ridge. And then I'm gonna meander along and go over to Coldwater Campground, hike up to the top of Coldwater Campground, and that is the start of the trailhead, believe it or not. So it's a bit of a ways, but totally worth it. Beautiful, beautiful scenery out here. Wow. Might as well check out the lake while I'm here. Wow, looks like someone had a fire. Still semi-frozen over. A little bit of thawing over there. Wow, beautiful. It's kind of hard to believe, but in the summertime, this is full of boats. So I've made it to Coldwater, and the snow is very deep up here. I kept post holing coming around the corner. So I'm gonna throw on my snowshoes and probably put some more sunblock on, make the trek up. It's pretty hot out here. I'll probably take off my jacket too. Oh, see? See what I mean? All right, now it's time for these bad boys. Haven't used these in a while, but I'm so glad I brought them because I would not be able to hike up this. It doesn't look like anything, but it is very deep. As you can see, all the trees around me, which have thawed out. It's pretty deep and it's kind of slush, so I'm just going boop, right down into it. So, put on these snowshoes. They should be all good to make the trek. just hiked an hour and a half to the trailhead. So now it's time for the hike. So I just added 3 hours to this trip. That's okay. Wow. So this will be the real challenge too, because this is not packed snow. So this is, you know, people haven't been walking on this. So this is going to be interesting. Thank goodness I have snowshoes. Off to Emerald Lake to see how this goes. So the strategy for this hike, since the snow is so slush right now, is to just take small steps. Try not to sink in too far and hope for the best, really. It's about 2 o'clock, so this snow is really slush. And it looks like, based on the sign I have, only 3/4 mile. So that's not too bad. But with the snow the way it is, this might be a bit of a challenge. But again, wouldn't rather be doing anything else than this. This is a rather interesting route, following these tracks up the hillside. And as I'm doing so, the hillside's giving way. Because it's kind of steep. Wow, this is gonna be fun coming down. Love it. So much fun. Well, so far so good. Snow's deep, but the snowshoes making it work. So not too bad. Just coming up to the John Muir Wilderness sign, which has been removed, I guess, for the winter. Whew. Can you hear the creek down there? And I tell you what, if you could do these hikes in the winter under snowy conditions, you'll have no problem in the summer. Oh my gosh. This has been a great trek. I'm almost there. Probably 15, 20 minutes. I am coming into Emerald Lake, and it is so beautiful. Wow. All right, time to head back down. My lovely wife and beautiful son are waiting for me back in town. So I must say goodbye to the mountains and to the lake. now it's time to hike back. Should take me about hour and a half, 2 hours. But gosh, after coming to a place like this, makes hiking this distance all that worth it. It's always worth it. Going downhill in snowshoes is one of the best, especially in nice fresh powder. Just gliding down. Woo-hoo. All right, guys, just made it back to the car. Wonderful, wonderful hike. Successful hike, no issues. Just deep snow, that's all. I mean, look how deep this is. It's like as tall as me. But anyway, let's look at the stats. Not too bad. Just about 3.5 hours. Not sure if you guys can see this. And it looks like I started at 8,600 feet and went up to about 9,500. So climbed about 820 feet overall. So pretty nice day hike. Very enjoyable. Now it's time to go in and have a nice meal because I'm starving. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this hike. Hope this video was helpful for you if you're planning to come out this way and hit up these lakes. That was Emerald Lake. And yeah, until next time, this is Sheedy33. Happy hiking.